Alright, so this is going to be the August reading for Leo. So anyone with prominence Leo placements, thank you so much for being here. Alright, so let's see what's coming through for the month for you guys. It is your season, so happy birthday. I also want to say thank you to anyone who has supported the channel. I was able to hit 100 subscribers recently, so that is huge for me. I really appreciate all of the support. And as always, if you were able to gain any perspective or insight from today's reading, please hit the little thumbs up button and like the video. I'd really appreciate it. Also, subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I would love to have you there. All right, let's sit into it. Who is coming forward today? What Leo collective am I reading for today, please? What is the personal energy for the Leo this month for August? All right. I did see a wand when I was, right before I started the video. I was meditating just a little bit before. So it was like waving your wand, and I know that wands are fire, so you are probably in your element this month. But there's also a sense of magic and manifestation or creation, something like that, like waving your wand to get something that you want. There's also a feeling of I don't know who this is for, but there's a feeling of, I want to say controlling others, but waving your wand to control other people and how they are responding, reacting, showing up for you this month. So we'll see what that's about. Let's get into it. What is the personal energy for the Leos this month, for the month of August 2023, please? Leo. All right, you have the 7 of Cups, so you have a lot of opportunity here. There's a lot of options. You are creating these options. You are an option for others as well. I feel like you're also helping other people with their needs, being a resource for others. What else for Leo? 5 of Swords. Maybe you're starting to feel a little overwhelmed with these options that you have, that it is starting to become a little misleading. Whatever these things are, there's a sense of it not being very clear. There's some vagueness to these people or situations, or maybe someone is feeling this way about you, but it is, something is misleading, I'm hearing. And it's like you wish you can just get clarity on the situation and be clear about it. Like you're going to feel at some point in August that you are too much in your head, that it's going to frustrate you. There's also an element of the past showing up here as well. This could be the fact that Venus is in your sign retrograde this month. So you are reminiscing and thinking about past situation that didn't really make you feel very good. It feels as though you regret something, and you're thinking of other ways that you could have approached a situation or handled a situation. So there is a need for you to release and accept what has happened, and accept that the past is in the past. It's no longer present. Give yourself cut yourself some slack. Don't be too hard on yourself. There's no changing the past and how it turned out, how it played out. The only thing you can do is really learn from it and take the lesson that it gave you and use it and transmute that situation into your benefit and into your power this month and moving forward. But if you are sitting in this past energy and it is clouding your judgment, it is impacting the rest of your choices and how you are approaching certain things in your present moment, the longer you stay in here, it's going to affect you every day, right? So how do you expect to get clarity and to get out of this? So it's almost as though you're sitting in the past instead of sitting in the present this month. There's a lot of, like I said, different options coming through that you're not very clear about. You don't know where they're going to take you. You don't know where it's going to lead you. And there's a little bit of like trauma coming through as it relates to an experience that you have once had. Maybe you have been in this situation before, and how you handled it before wasn't the best, and you don't want it to turn out the same way this time around. I think that if you connect to your inner knowing, your higher self, the universe, spirit in some way, you're going to see the signs. I feel like the universe is definitely communicating with you, and it's trying to guide you and course correct you and help you really listen. Like there's an element of listening to the universe, or paying attention to the signals and the things that are coming through. If you get out of your head, you can notice that there are the signs are there. And if you're second guessing these signs, you're only going to ignore them, and you're going to stay in this state of limbo and confusion longer than you have to. Even though it's a spiritual, energetic, otherworldly type of energy when it comes to us identifying the signs and being aware of how the universe communicates to us. If you're a very literal person, it's probably going to be hard for you to believe it. To believe that, you know, these coincidences or synchronicities that you may call them are actually the language of the universe and how it speaks to us. So if you are a literal person and you don't really take those things seriously, this reading, if you come across this reading and you're listening to this portion, this is a sign, this is an indicator of some sort that, you know, if you just try to be aware, notice those signals from spirit, and really take that advice and move forward with the path that it's providing you, you'll see that it's going to get you out of this limbo state, this overthinking. There's a sense of sabotaging opportunity here for the sake of, or not for the sake, but because you are imbalanced emotionally and mentally. There's an emotional imbalance here as well. And I think that your emotions are feeding into your thoughts, and your thoughts are feeding into your emotions, and they're not clear, they're not strong, they're not straight. There's a lot of jumbled confusion energy. I know I keep saying that. So yeah, I mean, really, like that the feeling that I got before the reading, where it's just like I just want to wave my wand and make everything better. That's how it feels, because there's so much confusion here. So have some faith. Just detach from this feeling, detach from yourself, detach from the situation. You know, release it, at least for like a day. Let's just say you do it for a day and do some self-care, do some meditation, just be silent, just be quiet, turn the TV off, turn the phone off, you know, walk around your house, lay around your house in silence, and try your best to put these thoughts aside for a good bit, so that way you can have some clarity and come back into realization, come back into your body, and that will allow you to have a way forward, if that makes sense, afterward. But there's also that whole reminiscing quality as well. You just can't get something out of your mind. It's a little bit compulsive at this point. At some point throughout the month, it's going to feel compulsive. It's going to take over your energetic state. It's going to affect your decision making. So I don't know what this is about, but we will get more information. All right, let's get more. What is in the environment for the Leo this month, for the month of August, please? Maybe the environment cards will shed some light as to what has you in this state of confusion and mental activity You're just feeling really hard on yourself right now. I don't know, like, if some of you feel like you failed at something as well, trying to see, like, if only I did this differently. Why did I have to say that? Why did I have to make that decision? I mean, it's all right. Like, everything, the moment right now that you're listening to this reading, like, this moment is perfect. This moment is exactly how it's supposed to be right now. So, which means that everything that came before this moment led us here, which means that everything before this was exactly how it was supposed to be. There's no changing that. Every moment is perfect. Every moment, you know, plays out as it should. What is in the environment for the Leo, please? This could have to do with your stability in some way. Your financial stability, your material stability. You have the Queen of Pentacles in your environment, as well as the Knight of Swords. One more, please, for the environment. And the Ten of Wands. Yeah, something is just hard. Something feels really challenging. It's really tiring. It's not fun. It's not light. It's not the sun, right? It's not you. It's not the sun. Something has gotten away from you. Something has gotten away from you. There's distance here. You've created distance, or someone else has created distance here. There's a sense of, like, wanting to say something, wanting to do something, but it's going to take a lot of courage and drive and willpower to do this thing. Or it's probably taken a lot of courage, drive, and willpower to create the distance, one or the other. I don't know what you're running from. You're running from something, you're running towards something, I want to say for the majority of you, you're getting away from something, you're running from something. And it could be this person here. I feel that for some of you, this person has taken things away from you. They've taken something very valuable. Just want to do a little bit of clarifying. What is this Queen of Pentacles about? Yeah. They have kept something that meant a lot to you. It could be something in the physical, or an energetic thing, or a feeling, or an emotion. What is the Knight of Swords? Your heart. Their heart. They've taken away their heart. They took your heart. Something has to do with love. Ooh, relationship stuff here. Okay. All right, so you and another person are not doing very well right now. There's a little bit of aggression, assertive, aggressive communication, if any. Okay. It's all right. Let's get into it and see what's coming through here. Let's go into the 12-card spread for the month. We're going to cover the beginning of the month in detail, mid-month in detail, and end of month in detail. This relationship was very challenging. It got to the point where things were just not flowing. Two people were not on the same page. The love, it's like from one day to the next, the love just ran away. The love got away. The love, something happened to the love. I feel like this queen here, whether it's you or another person, is setting some boundaries and telling someone what they want and what they don't want. And there may be something around like compromise or the inability to compromise in something. There's compromise involved here. And this compromise equates to love to someone. So this person's love language can be acts of service, right? Like the action that you take, how you show your love in the physical. So it feels as though this queen, whoever it is requesting something from another person. And if that person doesn't comply, doesn't give in, doesn't compromise in some way, this queen feels like that person doesn't love them because they are not willing to do something. This queen feels that this person doesn't love them. And I was getting that with the wand, how somebody, I thought it was you because I was meditating on your energy, so it may be you, but somebody was trying to control another to get, obviously to get something that they want out of them. This was a hard decision for this person to make, to leave the situation. But this person is not going to budge. And it could be you just because you're a fixed sign. So once you set your mind on something, it's like there, especially when it comes to your boundaries and your standards. So it's like, this is what I want. It has to do with the material world. It has to do with stability, security, leveling up in life in some way. All right, now we can go into it. Beginning of the month for the Leo, please. The Fool. It's a new beginning. So you're going into August fresh, ready for something new, leaving something behind. You're going toward your independence. You're going toward your material success, your financial success, your level up in life in some way. There are multiple things that you want out of life. The world fell upside down, reversed. There are multiple things that you want. It's like you have a vision. I feel like some of you have a vision board. But you have a vision of what you want to attain, the type of life that you want to have. This Three of Cups has been coming out a lot as well lately. People are involved here. I'm going to put that right there just because it fell out with it. The World card, it's like a completion, okay? Like something has run its course. Something is, there is a need to end a cycle here that, again, has run its course, that it's not really getting you anywhere. So you feel like this thing is not getting you anywhere. And you feel like you need to go somewhere, okay? So you had to like put your foot down. You had to let this thing go. The World reverse. I mean, to me, when the World comes out reverse, it's still there. Like, it's still the World, you know? There may be an element of repeating a cycle, so you want to be careful with that if you don't want to go back into this situation. I'm feeling that for some of you, whoever you're dealing with is acting out. That's why there's that threat of repeating a cycle. Because how they're acting, they're showing different phases of them. They're showing different personalities. And it's like shocking you. They're doing it so much to the point where you are like, you can't believe like they're acting a certain way. And it's for the sake of getting back into this thing. So that's going to come through at the beginning of the month. There's also, if you're not careful, like what you need to remember out of this situation is the lesson. What did it teach you? What did you gain out of it? It wasn't for no reason. So I don't know if you're ignoring it, if you're putting it aside, if you're putting it away. In your in your personal energy, you are overthinking and sort of sabotaging. So I don't know if you're acting out. This person is acting out. Something like that, that people are forgetting the reason. People are forgetting the lesson as to why you're in this situation to begin with. Why did you make this choice to begin with? Why did it come down to this choice, this situation? Like, what happened? You know, like, I don't know if people are just too involved with maybe a little bit of anger, a little bit of low-level toxicity right now, that there's a need to step out of it, detach from it, and be a third party looking into the situation to see it holistically from a broader view, a vantage point, higher vantage point, so you can get the full story of what this is, why it happened, how it happened, what are you learning from it, instead of acting out. This is too big of a situation for any of you to be acting out, to be, and I don't mean to, I'm not like insinuating that you are, like specifically you know whether it's you or not, you know whether it's the both of you or not, I don't know. Could be more people involved, I don't know. But it does seem as though people are trying to get a reaction, right? So when we try to get a reaction, we are doing things out of ego and pride. We're doing things out of resentment and spite. Not because we are being genuine and authentic in this decision that we've made, because we know that it's for the best of our life and for ourselves. So what is it going to be, right? Is it going to be, I'm just making this decision, I'm blaming you, you're blaming me, we're acting out, we're, you know, exuding and expressing these low-level toxic behaviors because we are immature? Or, you know, this is a big, big situation, it meant a lot to me and the other person, right? Like, take it seriously, even this process, even if it's over, right? It was a big part of your life. There's no reason to act out this way. There's a need to take it seriously and be mature about this separation, this completion, this thing that is done. Mid-month, you're coming through with a lot of attention. Leo, what is happening? You're trying to get attention from people, or people are giving you attention, but it's not the right attention, okay? Again, coming through with some low-level toxic behaviors here with the devil. You have the Six of Wands, the devil, the Knight of Cups, the Moon. Something was hidden. Something that was hidden is coming to light, especially middle of the month. Especially. I don't know if this is a reason why all of this completion is happening. But if you're waiting for some truth or something like that, you're going to get it at some point this month. There's a mystery. There's something's in the dark here. Somebody is keeping their true feelings to themselves at the same time. Someone's holding back as well. Not able to completely express their emotions because they feel like they have to come across a certain way. They feel like they have to act out. They have to act tough. They have to act mean. They have to act powerful. Be in their ego and pride when deep down there's love. And they're not able to express it. And they're holding that in because there's a need to win. With that Six of Wands here, who's going to win at this game? Hopefully you're not treating it as a game, because again, that World's card is here. It's upside down probably because of that. It's saying that, you know, someone is not treating this with the amount of seriousness, respect, appreciation, Not for the person, but for the situation. I feel that strongly. Like, this thing that has ended is super important, was super important to two people. And how these two people are acting right now is very, like, kid-like. And I'm sorry. I am so sorry. This is just a way for someone outside of your situation to give you a different perspective on things, right? That's why you look to tarot. That's why you look to these types of readings and content, to help you get a different perspective. And that's all my readings are, is to provide insight and perspective. I say it in every video. So if you are acting out and coming from a low level place, you just want to acknowledge that and do something about that if you choose to. I feel like someone is showing off here. Someone is being too much. Doesn't have to be you. This could be someone else. You can assign the roles as needed. Someone is just being too much here. I'm going to clarify and get some more info. At the end of the month, you have the Hanged Man. Here is when it seems like this is going to stop, and somebody or both are going to go, they're going to surrender. Someone's going to surrender and start to see this situation from a different perspective. You have big, big cards. I mean, of course, it is your season, your birthday season, but this is a big month. You have the Magician next to the Hanged Man. While you are in this quiet, contemplative, perceptive mode, you are trying to manifest something. Or trying to manipulate something. Someone is. Manifest, manipulate, two different words, same concept. There's an ending with the Ten of Swords, the end of the month. And the Empress. Jeez. With the Hermit at the bottom. Well, when you have the Hanged Man, like I said, there's a sense of surrender. There's a need to step back and take stock and see things, perceive things from a different angle. And how I think that you're still on this path of wanting this thing still. Like, yes, you may be, or someone may be moving on and saying that it's over and they're completing it because the other person is not coming through with their half and their side of things. But it doesn't mean, I don't feel like it's completely over on your part or on someone's part, whoever this is that is, standing their ground. It's like, it's not over. This is a tactic to create distance, create the illusion that it is over, but it is part of the, like I said, tactic to control the other person and get their way, get someone's way. This is probably not going to be for every Leo out there, so this is resonating with you. It's probably just a few of you, because this is very, very specific reading to specific individuals. Like, I don't feel that it is very broad in the energy. It's very, like, filtered and targeted. So yeah, let's just start to clarify. All right, so we know that you're going to the thing that you want. What is this World reverse? You're working on building a good solid foundation for yourself, working on a new start as it relates to your money, your job, career, foundation, stability, security, the earthbound things of life. World reverse. Yeah, so Six of Wands, someone is it's a tactic. Like, someone is playing a game here. wanting to win. Someone wants attention as well. This ending, like, you're playing, someone is playing around with the World card. Like, if you know anything about tarot, I don't know, but like, that's how it feels. Like someone is playing with this world. This is the end of the Fool's journey. This is like, the Fool starts with him, the Fool, about to embark on a journey. And every card after that, from the Fool card until the World card, is an aspect of the journey. So by the time you get to the World, there's a completion of that journey. And it's a life cycle. It comes with experience and hardship and failures and strengths and success, like everything, every aspect of life, all of the different things that come up. So by the time you get to the World card, you are more experienced. You're at a higher level. When you're ready to go to the next chapter and become the Fool again, every time you become the Fool again, you come with more experience and more wisdom. But someone is playing around with that concept. Someone is playing around with that idea of ending this big life situation here. Someone is not taking this thing seriously, whether it's a relationship or not. It could be a job position. It could be some sort of like whatever status you hold in life, just your life in general, something. But there's a sense of not taking it seriously here and wanting attention. Someone wants attention really bad. So much so that they are acting out in different ways, weird ways that are not their usual state of being for the sake of reaction. What is this Three of Cups with the Tower? The Devil, yeah. Two of Swords. So what I said, what I just finished saying about reaction and attention. But you have a choice. Whoever this is has a choice. They can do it one way or this way or the other way, the right way. I don't know. They can do it. What is this? They can. Okay. They're doing this, whoever is doing this and acting out and wanting to win and all of this, it's for, yes, they want attention and they want to win, but it's because of defense. Their defenses are up. They have to defend themselves. They have to look out for themselves. It's like hurt or be hurt, leave or be left. They're not getting what they want out of a person. So this is their fighting tactic. This is their defense mechanisms. All right, let's get into this. What is this? Well, we kind of already know what the 6 is. What is the Devil? Three of Pentacles. Getting attention. Ooh, jeez. Someone's going really low. Someone's low blowing here. Holy moly. Someone's really mad. It's like, I don't care. I'm gonna go get attention from other people and you're gonna watch me do it. Shit. Yep. If this is a relationship thing, somebody is, yeah, like I just said, I'm gonna go get attention from other people. Here's the Lovers. While you watch me do it, while you watch me give my heart that was once yours away. Someone really is really hurting right now. Like, Whoever, I'm not even saying like the person on the receiving side. I'm saying whoever is doing this, whoever is acting out, they're the ones hurting. Yes, the other person is going to be hurt because they're watching you act out, or you're watching your person act out. But the person that is actually acting out, they've been hurt big time. Right? Like the more somebody acts out, that's how you know how deep that wound is. Because the other person did not compromise. Because they couldn't get their way with another person. That is why. Because that equates to love. Whatever they were asking from the other person didn't deliver it. They equated that to, you don't love me. If you can't do this for me, you don't love me. Instead of seeing why. We are all different. We are all on our own life path, life journey. We all come with baggage and history. We all come with the present, and we all come with the future. If you are deciding to blend lives together, blend and be in a relationship together, that person's life and choices and who they are as a person, what they want and don't want, it's still theirs. It belongs to them. It doesn't belong to you. Whoever I'm reading for, however it's going, right? Reverse the roles as needed. Just because you're in a relationship with one another doesn't mean that the other person has to want everything that you want. Where does that come from? And if there is true love, with that unconditional love comes unconditional acceptance. Whatever you're asking of your person, or whatever your person is asking of you, they should be able to get that on their own. If they really loved you, and there's real love here, it's like there's expectations, right? There shouldn't be this level of expectation, because there should just be acceptance if it's like really deep unconditional love. But it just feels very like you do for me, I do for you, in a more materialistic way here. Find out the reason why you can't do the thing for your person, or your person can't do the thing for you. Why is it? Where is that coming from? What is the reason they can't compromise? What is the reason they don't want the same things you want? And also, once you find out that your person and you are not on the same page as it relates to what you want in life, it's okay. It's all right. Allow them to want something else. You want what you want. And if you need to part ways, you part ways. And you do it peacefully and respectfully, right? Not because you feel like spiteful or resentful that they didn't want what you want. If that makes sense. The Knight of Emotions and the Moon. Passion, new start, new beginning here. And there's like, yeah, this person, whoever this is, they know what they want. They want something more sustainable, more secure and solid and stable. I just don't think that they're able to express it. They want a new start, and they want to start with something like that they can bring to the table, that they can offer. For some reason, whoever I'm reading for, the other person that you're asking to do something, right, for you, and they're not able to do it, they're saying no or whatever, they don't feel like they can. They don't feel confident enough, capable enough. They want to, but there is I'm feeling a child trauma. I'm feeling something from their life, their childhood, or something that it's like it has formed into a person that lacks the initiative, lacks the confidence, lacks the capability, and it's all in their head, right? There's deep love here. And this is really sad. This is really sad how I'm feeling this. I'm so, like, I don't know who this is for. But it's just like, they wish they could do it. They want to do it. But there's a blockage. They don't feel capable and good enough. They don't feel ready that they're able to bring something to the table for you. They want this new start as well. And they cannot speak to it, probably because somebody else is just like super harsh and really taking control of this whole situation, that they're keeping it to themselves. They're seeing someone act out, get attention, get reaction, and it's just making it even more and more worse. And whoever this is hurting more and more, when all along they do want the same thing. It's that they don't feel supported. They don't feel supported enough. They don't feel capable. There's a lack here. And yes, that is not your responsibility, whoever this is, or vice versa. It's not their it's not our responsibility to handhold another person, and I get that. But there is a sense of compassion and the ability to step outside of the anger and the hurt that whoever is acting out is in, because they are super fucking hurt, and get out of their own way and step into the shoes of this person and see where they're coming from. Even if you're not going to accept it at the same time, but at least enough with the toxic behavior. Because there's a legitimate reason why this person cannot do the thing that you need them to do. It's not because they don't love you. It's a personal thing. And most things are not personal to us. Most things that other people do have nothing to do with us. So the idea of equating their lack of initiative and their lack of, like, them showing up and doing what you want, it doesn't mean that they don't love you. There's a personal thing on their part that is preventing them from doing the things that you need them to do, or that you want them to do. All right, let's get into the end of the month. So there's surrender. There's seeing things from a different perspective here at the end of the month. What is this about? Hanged Man and the Magician. Ace of Pentacles, trying to create an opportunity. Yeah, so it goes back to the tactics and this little game playing of like, okay, well, now I'm going to calm down and go silent, because it's part of the game. When you create detachment, when you go silent, it creates another person to reach out, right? Ten of Cups, emotional fulfillment, an opportunity to get what you want emotionally. King of Cups, hopefully during this time when two people are apart and there's silence, they are thinking of ways to come back together and make this thing happen. There's love here. Okay? I think that the whole, like, this wouldn't even be a thing. This wouldn't even be a reading if there wasn't love. Two people have deep love for one another. And for some reason, they just cannot come together this month. Or maybe hopefully by the end of the month they can. But it's just a matter of, like, good communication skills for one. One, good communication skills. Two, the ability to open up and be vulnerable and speak your piece. And three, listen when the other person is speaking and being vulnerable, right? Like, take it seriously. Get out of your selfish ways. Not you, like both of you, like everybody, right? Everybody in relationship, period. Like, when there's a big moment like this, we cannot take it personal and be selfish and act out. There's another person, a whole other being involved here that has a whole other way of thinking, whole other experience, the baggage, like I said, that they're coming from, which has molded their decision making, their personality, their character, whatever, right? We're not all the same. So when you're having a big situation, a big thing like this, it's like, okay, let's talk about it. Let's be authentic. Let's be real. Let's be vulnerable. I'm going to speak. Please listen, right? Without preparing your response. When you speak, I'm going to listen without preparing my response. And I'm going to trust you and believe you and take you for what you're saying, right? Like two people at least being on the same page when it comes to that, the communication, being open and vulnerable and listening to one another. Like, at least if you have that, then you have what it takes to get through anything in a relationship. So, I don't know, maybe some people need to try that, but it just doesn't seem as though people are doing that right now. 10 of Swords and the Empress is clarified by the Ace of Cups, which is love. Truth. Somebody is coming through to communicate how much they love another person. One more. Or two more. Empress again. I think there's a compromise. I think there's like a little window in for this life, this world, this relationship, this thing to turn over again and try it again. A new cycle with this thing. At the end of the month, people are going to realize how much they do love one another. They're going to open up and be open. Maybe not nice, but at least they're going to be truthful, which is going to create an opportunity to rekindle or work on this relationship again. But this month, it just seems like your energy is all about this relationship you're ending or trying to end. And whoever, like all of the different dynamics that are playing out this month, it just seems like a lot of activity. The sooner that you can identify a lot of this stuff, the better you can navigate through it. People are sad, people are hurting here. And hopefully there's some compassion and some compromise and some vulnerability. And I think that at the end of the month there will be. So whatever Leo that is for, I hope that helped in some way. All right, what is the advice from the universe? This is the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. Two cards came through. So you have Soul, which is 37 breaking down to a 10. The energy of Soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to the higher realms, God, or the divine. The energy of Soul activates our connection to the part of us that is closer to higher realms, God, or the divine. Pray about it. Pray about it. Connect to the universe, God, Goddess, Spirit, Source. Come from this place. The opposite of your soul is ego. When you are in the ego and in the pride, remember the soul. Reflection, number 33, breaking down to a 6. The energy of reflection supports our growth through the insights we get from the contemplations of self and others. The energy of reflection supports our growth through the insights we get from the contemplations of self and others. So, sitting in the vibrational energy of, or frequency of reflection during this month as you can, so you can be more self-aware of what you're doing as well as where the other person is coming from. When anybody acts out, it is always something deeper. There's something behind that behavior. that you want to sort of open up the soul a little bit and pull it out and look at it, right? When we take things for what they are, how people are acting, and we think that that's who they are, and we take it personal, we're forgetting the soul, and that there's a reason why. We are all flawed. We are all, hurt. We all have scars, and which mold us and create these defense mechanisms and behaviors. But it always comes from something deeper. It always comes from a place of inadequacy, of trauma, of pain, of hurt, of a previous experience that we have not healed. So when we get to see a person soul to soul and reflection, right? Me to you, we are both human, we are both souls. Then it just creates this unity, right? Like a sense of unity that we are the same. And I am flawed just as much as you. You are flawed just as much as me. I am hurt just as much as you. You are hurt just as much as me. And cut each other some slack. Anyway, that is your reading for the month, Leo. I hope you got something out of it. I hope you did not take any of it personal. I am here again to provide just perspective. So if you got any, like the video, press the little thumbs up button. I would appreciate it. Thank you so much for your support, time, energy, watching this video. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. Take a look at your other signs. I am working on the rest of the Zodiac August readings. And have a wonderful, wonderful month of August. We will see you on the next one.